Get ready for more quirk. The critically acclaimed CBS original Elsbeth is back for Season 2. CBS Thursday, October 17th, Carrie Preston returns as the unexpectedly brilliant attorney Elsbeth Tassioni, working with the NYPD to catch the city's most well-heeled murderers. Every week brings new mysteries and surprising new guest stars, from Nathan Lane to Vanessa Williams, but always the same Elsbeth. Don't miss a moment. Elsbeth is all new on CBS Thursday, October 17th at 10/9 Central as part of CBS Premiere Week and streaming on Paramount+.
Are you ready to move your career forward? Make your comeback with Purdue Global and get college credit for your work, school, life, or military experiences. With these credits, you may have already completed up to 75% of your undergraduate degree. You've worked hard to get where you are. It's time to get the recognition you deserve and earn a degree you'll be proud of, one that employers will trust and respect. When you take the next step in your life and career, make it count with Purdue Global, Purdue's online university for working adults. Start your comeback at purdueglobal.edu.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. With the price of just about everything going up during inflation, we thought we'd bring our prices down. So to help us, we brought in a reverse auctioneer, which is apparently a thing.
Mint Mobile Unlimited Premium Wireless. How to get 30, 30, bit to get 30, bit to get 20, 20, 20, bit to get 20, 20, bit to get 15, 15, 15, 15, just $15 a month? Sold! Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
$45 upfront payment equivalent to $15 per month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Taxes and fees extra. Speed slower above 40 gigabytes. See detail.
State Farm and DJ Dramos from Life as a Gringo know making smarter financial moves today secures your financial freedom for a successful tomorrow.
Tackle these situations in stride and yeah, of course, be annoyed when an unplanned expense comes up, but not let it be something that slows me down, right? As I did with repairing my credit, hiring somebody to do credit repair for me. That was a gift that I gave myself that allowed me to then, get my first apartment.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. State Farm, proud sponsor of My Cultura Podcast Network.
Hello. From Wonder Media Network, I'm Jenny Kaplan, and this is Womanica. October is the perfect time to delve into all things spooky. So this month, we're talking about women who give us goosebumps. Some are real-life creators of spine-chilling works of fiction. Others are the subjects of frightening folklore. Either way, these scream queens are sure to give you a scare. A woman is at the center of a domestic storm. Her 4 children run around the house as she folds laundry. Her husband shouts from his chair in the living room with the television blaring. During this everyday chaos, a story plays out in her mind. The plot and characters are all coming into focus. She mentally turns the story over and over as she folds one shirt after another. In the moments she can grab, she puts her story onto paper. And allegedly, it comes out in perfect form. She writes a story so eerie, supernatural, and unsettling, it's almost hard to believe a 1950s housewife living in an idyllic country town could go to such dark places. Please welcome Shirley Jackson. Shirley was born in San Francisco in 1916 to a well-to-do family who deeply cared about appearances. Shirley was an introvert who liked to focus on putting together a perfect sentence rather than a perfect outfit. She was so dedicated to writing that as a teen she kept multiple diaries, each for a different purpose. In 1937, she attended Syracuse University, where she started publishing her pieces. She swiftly became the fiction editor of the campus humor magazine. A fellow student, Stanley Edgar Hyman, read one of Shirley's pieces. He was so impressed by the story that he decided to marry its author, even though he'd never met her. In 1940, the couple graduated, married, and moved to Greenwich Village. Shirley wrote in between odd jobs. Soon, Hyman got a job as a professor at Bennington College, which moved the couple up to Vermont. Just after they moved, the couple started having children, and Shirley's short stories were published in the New Republic and the New Yorker. She regularly contributed funny cartoons to women's magazines depicting the struggles of being a housewife. In 1944, one of her short stories was published in Best American Short Stories. Shirley often wrote strange and mysterious stories that operated on the outskirts of normalcy, with the occasional well-timed joke. Her writing soon brought in more money than her husband's work, but she always resented that she wasn't respected as a writer. Like the time she went to the hospital to give birth to one of her daughters. She approached the counter, and the staff member asked her during her check-in what her occupation was. When Shirley said she was a writer, the clerk paused and said, "I'll just put down housewife." Her frustration about motherhood and misogyny often boiled over and spilled into her writing. Like in her dystopian short story, The Lottery, published in 1948 in The New Yorker. The Lottery depicts a day in a quaint village that suddenly turns into a ritual stoning of one of the townspeople chosen at random. It brought American readers to a halt. The New Yorker was inundated with responses from readers, so many that the magazine issued a press release saying it had received a record amount of mail in response to the story. Shirley's reputation as a horror writer calcified and gained her the nickname Virginia Werewolf. She was known to believe in magic, and she mentioned the hexes she put on publishers in regular conversation. Over the course of her career, Shirley published more than 200 short stories and 6 novels. Most of her protagonists were unhappy women at the end of their rope. She took readers into haunted mansions and mines. Her characters played with Ouija boards, placed curses, and were haunted by ghosts. Her works were routinely published in well-known magazines, and her novels made the list of best books of the year in The New Yorker. The Lottery was adapted for radio and the stage. While Shirley's career thrived, her home life was tormented. She'd always lived with anxiety and depression, leaning on alcohol and pills to self-medicate. That tension was exacerbated by her relationship with her husband, who frequently belittled her and chronically cheated on her. Her mother sent letters badgering Shirley about her appearance. Shirley's photograph was once published in Time magazine in praise of her newest book, We Have Always Lived in the Castle, and Shirley's mother wrote to her to complain about how bad she looked. Though Shirley wrote about the tension that orbits motherhood, she loved her children and found joy in raising them. Shirley died of heart failure during her daily nap, a tragedy on a seemingly normal day. She was 48 years old. The year after her death, her family published unfinished and unpublished works to critical acclaim. In 2007, the Shirley Jackson Award was created for literature of psychological suspense, horror, and the dark fantastic. Her book, The Haunting of Hill House, is considered one of the greatest modern ghost stories and was a finalist for the National Book Award. Many high schools in the United States have The Lottery as required reading, and it's considered one of, if not the most, famous short stories of the 20th century. All month, we're talking about Scream Queens. For more information, find us on Facebook and Instagram at Womanica Podcast. Special thanks to Liz Kaplan, my favorite sister and co-creator. Talk to you tomorrow. Get ready for more Quirk. The critically acclaimed CBS original Elsbeth is back for Season 2. CBS Thursday, October 17th, Carrie Preston returns as the unexpectedly brilliant attorney Elsbeth Tassioni, working with the NYPD to catch the city's most well-heeled murderers. Every week brings new mysteries and surprising new guest stars, from Nathan Lane to Vanessa Williams, but always the same Elsbeth. Don't miss a moment. Elsbeth is all new on CBS Thursday, October 17th at 10/9 Central as part of CBS Premiere Week and streaming on Paramount+.
Does money stress you out? Let Facet flip your financial chaos into clarity.
Finding Facet immediately put us at ease.
Facet's innovative approach to financial planning ensures your money works as hard as you do, enabling members to experience the joys of having your finances in order.
And that makes us Facet for life now, I guess.
Visit Facet.com, FACET.com to learn more. This ad is sponsored by Facet. Facet Wealth is an SEC registered investment advisor. This is not an offer to buy or sell securities, nor is it investment, legal, or tax advice. These testimonials are from current Facet members who are not compensated. All opinions are their own and not a guarantee of a similar outcome.
Need to shake up mealtime? Gorton Seafood has you covered with the most satisfying and convenient crunch this side of the freezer aisle. Bite into the golden crunch of their popcorn, butterfly, and Southern-style shrimp. Or mix up any main course from tacos to salads with their irresistibly crispy beer-battered fillets and classic fish sticks. When it comes to easy prep, restaurant-quality flavor without the hefty price tag, nothing beats the fresh-tasting seafood Gorton's has brought to the table for 175 years. Visit Gortons.com to learn more.
There is a victim of identity theft every 3 seconds in the U.S. During Cybersecurity Awareness Month, LifeLock wants to remind you of the importance of using multi-factor authentication. What's that? Well, while updating your passwords to be more complex is a great first step, multi-factor authentication adds a second protective layer, like getting a text with a security code to help keep your personal information even safer. But for comprehensive identity theft protection, there's LifeLock. LifeLock alerts you to more uses of your personal information and fixes identity theft issues that arise, guaranteed. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points per second and detects and alerts you to a wide range of threats, well beyond what you can see on your own. If your identity is stolen, your dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Plus, you're backed by the LifeLock $1 Million Protection Package with up to $3 million in coverage. Start protecting your identity today with a 30-day free trial at LifeLock.com/iHeart. That's LifeLock.com/iHeart. Terms apply.